there's a debate between fake aesthetic armor for female characters versus realistic historical armors. So I realized that the armor I drew for my own original character for my game is also very impractical and unrealistic. But what about turning this into a feature for the game, where you as the player actually have to play the game to make your own armor more realistic and more practical. Imagine being trapped in a maze, right or left, so you make a random choice. You have no idea what lurks in the dark. So right now I'm in the process of making this maze game right here. And my main goal is for this game to blow up. And I'm documenting me making this game every single day here on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe. So my game starts with these two characters. And the female character is the hero of the game. So I had an idea. This game is a giant maze, right? How about putting these chests inside the maze? Inside these chests there will be armor pieces. If you find a chest, you can slowly level up your character and slowly increase her armor until eventually she will be fully armored. So the first thing I did, I actually fixed my original armor. I don't know what this piece here is or what I was thinking while drawing this. Not really making sense, right? Neither is this. So I got rid of both of these. The other thing that I noticed is that the highlight was underneath the boobs, which doesn't really make sense. I also fixed the most important part. Then let's talk actually about the armor. So here I started with the legs. Hollywood uses leather armor a lot, but I heard that leather armor is very impractical actually. So I changed the leather armor into metal plate armor. And the other thing I changed the leggings, the clothing, into chainmail. So this texture here is supposed to be chainmail. And you can see right now, my character's legs are fully armored. Of course, except for this part. But keep on watching. So the next part that needed a redesign was the torso. I looked at references to get the armor as realistic as possible. Keep in mind, I'm not some historian, so I will get things wrong. I'm just an artist drawing anime. So here the first thing I changed was changing the flat boob armor into practical curved plate armor. Armor is not about just having metal, it's also about having a curve. Deflects, impacts much better than something that is just flat. So here I changed the flat armor into a curved full plate armor. Here, where previously there was just clothing, which doesn't really protect the wearer very much, I changed this into actual plate armor too. They don't really have these plates here, so I probably got this wrong, but keep in mind, I'm not an expert. So the other thing that I noticed while looking at real knights is they have these side armor pieces here that protect the hips. So I also added these to my character. To protect the most important part, I added a skirt made out of chainmail. And here's the comparison, before and after. So I also made an helmet for my character. Keep in mind this helmet looks a bit goofy, and the reason why is because this is an anime character, so her head is kinda like overly large. So the other thing that I added was this piece here, which is supposed to protect her neck. And this is the final product. Keep in mind it's not perfect, but compared to before, she's right now much better armored, much better protected against enemies. So the next thing I did, I actually modeled this chest here in Blockbench. If you go inside this box here, the chest will open and a small dialogue will occur. It opens and this dialogue starts. Our character re-equips and puts on their realistic armor. So then what I did, I wrote a script that randomly spawns these chests throughout the maze. So even I as the game dev don't know where they will spawn. So lastly, I would say let's actually play the game and let me show you how the game works so far. So right now we're inside the game, and even I don't know where the chest pieces will be. And even I don't know where the chests will be. So let's try to find them, and let's try to avoid the monsters. Oh, we found the first chest. So now our character has 50 hearts. And we found another chest. So we got leg armor. And leg armor gives you 10 hearts. But that's basically the concept of the game. And I think by adding these armors, it has become more fun. So don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with the future progress. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye.